think there's a place in journalism for all kinds of people and all kinds of roles, and I think that diversity, both in coverage and the types of jobs, is one of the attractions. My name's Jonathan Hewett. I run the MA in newspaper journalism, and I'm also postgraduate director for journalism. We aim to equip students to do all sorts of roles in journalism. So there's a core of skills and understanding and experience that's needed, from reporting and interviewing and essential editing. And then we combine that with options. If you want to do some more specialist work in sport or business and finance or politics or investigative work, you can do that. I think it's a really useful mixture of general core skills that will be needed in more or less any journalistic role, plus the opportunity to pursue your interests. I'd been working as a journalist for some time before I started to venture into teaching. I worked primarily as a sub-editor and editor. I edited a cycling magazine for a while. I worked as a sub-editor at Nature, the Science Weekly. So I've got a pretty diverse background, and I think that's useful in terms of then seeing where students might go. One module deals particularly with the essentials of journalism, things like reporting, research for journalism and verifying information, and interviewing, because that's a key part of how you're going to get original stories, really, really important. In the third term, much of the work concentrates on your final project. That replaces what in lots of master's courses is a dissertation. So it's the biggest single chunk of work students do on the course, and it's a module I really love. There's often opportunities to get at least a part of your final project published, because it's a great opportunity to really delve deep and to do some really high quality original reporting. One of the advantages, we are a journalism department. That's all we do. We're very focused on that. Nearly all of us teaching there are journalists by background, and we also bring in lots of current journalists as visiting lecturers. We have lots of guest speakers. We have fantastic industry links. We've had Laura Kuenssberg in this year, the outgoing political editor of the BBC, and in fact we've just had her replacement, Chris Mason, who happens to be an alumnus. In fact, we've got Sophie Raworth talking to students on Sunday. So we always try to bring in people at the top of their game. Although the course is called newspaper journalism, students go on to work in all sorts of fields, from broadcast to audience and social media work, to reporting, to editing, to feature writing. It's very diverse. The newspaper course has evolved and continues to evolve to reflect changes in the industry, with an emphasis on online work, social media, video, podcasting, alongside the depth and quality in reporting and editing. Those are the skills you'll get on this course, and they're core to so many areas of journalism.